Tonight on Ctv3 News, tragic shooting incident in San Pedro claims one life and injures another. Believes the sugar industry faces urgent reforms to ensure survival amid rising costs and modernization challenges. And Minister of Agriculture Jose Mai responds to Bowen and Bowen's release on proposed local sugar price increase. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, July 4th, 2025.
Let's all be safe during the rainy season. Belize Electricity Limited reminds you that heavy rains can cause flooding in your neighborhood and on roads. Avoid driving or walking in flooded areas, which can have hidden dangers such as debris and fallen power lines. Belize Electricity Limited cares about your safety. Please stay safe.
Good evening with your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. A violent attack in San Pedro on Thursday evening resulted in one man losing his life and another suffering critical injuries. According to police reports, the incident occurred shortly after 9 p.m. on July 3rd in the San Mateo neighborhood. The victims, Alfredo Trapp, age 28, of San Mateo area, and Gabriel Villafranco Salazar, age 38, also of San Mateo area, were traveling together in a golf cart when two individuals on a motorcycle approached and opened fire. The assailants fired multiple shots, striking both men.
Officers were dispatched to the scene of the incident as well as to the San Pedro Polyclinic. At the San Pedro Polyclinic, police encountered two men, namely Alberto Trapp and Gabriel Villafranco, both of whom were observed to be suffering from two gunshot wounds to the upper part of their bodies. Both men underwent treatment, however, Trapp succumbed to the injuries sustained, and Villafranco is listed to be in a stable condition. What the police has been able to ascertain so far is that both men were traveling in a golf cart in the San Mateo area when they were accosted by two male persons who fired shots, injuring them. While both Villafranco and Trapp are known to the police, no clear motive has been established in this ongoing investigation.
Yes, good afternoon. Are you able to say if these were from what the police know so far, were these persons the targets of the shooters?
It would want to appear so on the facts that we have so far.
While authorities collected 8 expended 9mm shell casings from the scene as part of their investigation, they are yet to ascertain which of the two victims were the target. Alfredo Trapp was hit in the shoulder and chest and was rushed to Ambergris Hope Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. Gabriel Salazar sustained gunshot wounds to his abdomen and shoulder. He was subsequently airlifted to Belize City's Carl Houston Memorial Hospital. Of note is that both victims are known to law enforcement agencies for their alleged involvement in serious criminal activities, including murder. Trapp has a prior conviction for the 2015 killing of a taxi driver and was also suspected in the 2022 murder of American tourist Jabria Bowens. Salazar was charged in 2021 for the murder of Jerry Espat at sea. While cops are yet to ascertain a motive for the shooting death of Alfredo Trapp, is also left Gabriel Villafranco Salazar injured.
For the past few weeks, I know there has been
That's
intensive
incomplete.
operations in that area that have led to the recovery of weapons and drugs, and police continues to monitor the situation in that area. Well, we know criminals will strike at any given time. They don't need a change of command to take out actions that they believe meet whatever needs that they have. But what I can say is that the operations that have been conducted by the new officer in command has yielded a great level of success, and we anticipate that to continue.
As Belize's sugar industry grapples with rising costs and diminishing returns, Agriculture Minister Honorable Jose Abelardo May today discussed some urgent reforms which the industry has been calling for in order to help keep the sector alive. Speaking today on the state of the industry, Minister May emphasized that survival will depend not just on external support, but also on internal modernization and accountability. Among the most pressing issues which has been highlighted by those within the industry, including the millers, is the kill-to-mill time, the period between the harvesting cane and its delivery to the mill for processing. Another issue which has been raised time and time again is the need for the individual cane quality testing as a key strategy in creating fairness and encouraging better practices. This issue was also brought up in the Commission of Inquiry. Also important for the modernization and stability of the industry, according to Minister May, is transitioning towards mechanical harvesting. Mechanical harvesting, according to Minister May, not only deals with the issue of labor shortage, but of issues with the environment.
What is that? Regulation for burning, you should get a permit to burn and so on. But it's not enforced. It's not enforced. We need to engineer to go away from burning stations. But that would only happen when we start to mechanize the kilns. Right now, this one portion being harvested mechanically.
Since a joint release by the four sugarcane farmers of the North earlier this week, where they highlight three main steps to help the industry come back from its current state of crisis. One of those recommendations is an increase in the price of local sugar. Swiftly following that joint declarations, Bowen and Bowen, one of the largest consumers of local sugar, issued their own release in which they warned that increasing the price of local sugar could hurt the competitiveness of Belizean-made products and potentially lead to higher consumer prices and more smuggling. Talking on that matter today, however, Agriculture Minister Honorable Mai questioned whether Bowen and Bowen would be willing to sell its own products at a loss, a reality that sugarcane farmers in Belize have been forced to endure for many years. Mai acknowledged the importance of maintaining competitiveness, but emphasized that the burden should not continue to fall solely on the backs of cane farmers. He argued that if the industry is to survive and grow, it must be made equitable for all players in the value chain, from farmers to processors to manufacturers.
I'm not certain if they have projected or should they rejected the increase in price. My question would be to you, President, would they produce the product and sell it less than what it costs to produce? No. Nobody would do it. Certainly Bowen would never sell something cheaper than what it costs to produce. So why should the farmers do it? Yeah? I said earlier that if there is an increase in the price of sugar, it has to be a structured increase. It will that there will be a price for those large consumers like Bowen and Bowen, for the bread makers, industrial users.
And while the matter of an increase in the cost of local sugar is long overdue, it is something that will be considered in great detail by GOB, according to Minister Mai.
I mean, why if it costs me 75 cents to produce a pound of sugar, why would I sell it for 70 cents? It is unfair. It is unfair to the cane farmers. And we've lived with that price for so many years. It was cheaper than the food, but that's the size of it. Right? So who would produce and sell something cheaper than what it costs them to produce? Right? I have those figures, but I'm not prepared to share it with like go by my bill. But if you look at the per capita consumption, it's not a lot, you know. So I think it's like 50 pounds, 56 pounds per person per day. Times 75,000 dollars. So if you increase by 20,000%, that's not the one. So it's not like you will spend.
The future of Belize's sugar industry remains a hot-button issue as stakeholders debate the path towards sustainability, fair pricing, and long-term viability. Agriculture Minister Honorable Mai today also further discussed the proposal put forward by cane farmers to increase the price of molasses used in alcohol production. Like an increase in the price of local sugar, Minister Mai says this is one that deserves serious consideration. Speaking on that matter today, Minister Mai noted that while the rum industry continues to thrive, with some of the country's wealthiest business figures involved, it is the cane farmers who remain at the losing end of the value chain.
We export molasses to the U.S. There are totally two bales of molasses in the world. Both of them are. But we are talking about molasses that is stored in the locally to the rum makers. And there are only like 3 or 4, maybe half a dozen rum makers.
Now, while the government would be open to supporting dialogue, Minister Mai says there first needs to be discussion between the private stakeholders, which are the farmers and the sugar millers.
That's the matter that has to be carefully carried out with the manufacturer and the private sector business. Whatever proceeds, we have to have something in place to ensure that that's good. So the competent authorities will research for certain security. But we haven't reached there yet. It has to be, well, we have don't even know which CSR will be done. This is what the farmers are asking. But whatever is decided, they will have to set and work out a program to ensure that it is fulfilled and it works for the sustainable development. Of course, it will benefit the entire, benefit the farmers, it will benefit research. Well, that's a very good question. Why would you object? I think because what the farmers are asking is that 65% of the increase was, yeah, 65% of the increase for the board for the sustainable fund. And the relative farm should be 65%. I think that I was right. I don't know. I haven't heard them say anything yet. But they may say, but why for the fund? Why did it come to us, right? So, but again, it has to be, I think we're shooting data. I think that needs to be discussed before we start to, predict what will happen.
Coming up next, Ministry of Transport implements stricter permit regulations to enhance public transportation safety and reliability.
Attention farmers! The New World screwworm is a serious threat to livestock, pets, wildlife, and humans. It causes yield losses, damages the quality of meat and skins, and can even kill them if left untreated. Check your animals daily. If you see any wounds on them, treat them immediately. Prevention is key. Apply approved healing and fly repellents to the navel of newborn animals after dehorning, ear tagging, or any other practice that leaves wounds on your animals to ensure your animals' well-being. If you notice worms in unusual wounds, report them immediately. Call Baja at 824-4872 or text or WhatsApp 670-7003 or call your nearest Ministry of Agriculture office. And don't forget, never transport or receive animals with injuries. Together, we will prevent the spread of this dangerous disease. This message was brought to you by Baja, OIRSA, AICA, USDA, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security, and Enterprise.
Today we stand at the threshold of progress, having witnessed the physical transformation of this laboratory into a cutting-edge facility that will enhance healthcare services in Belize.
This is an initiative that marks another key achievement of the European Union-funded Health Sector Support Program Belize project, one of the largest health sector initiatives in the country.
I would like to thank our implementing partners, the Pan-American Health Organization and the Ministry of Health and Wellness for the remarkable work that you are doing in the implementation of this project.
With a total investment of over $1.1 million, including the installation of solar panels in the coming months, the Central Medical Laboratory now stands as a model of smart health infrastructure. These improvements go far beyond aesthetics. They address years of structural deterioration, fire damage, and operational limitations. From mold remediation and advanced air systems to new safety features, upgraded electrical and water systems, flood risk mitigation, energy efficient fixtures, and even an expanded working space. This facility now reflects the standard of care and preparedness that Belizeans deserve.
In order to improve the country's transportation infrastructure, the Ministry of Transport has announced a comprehensive review and tightening of permit regulations for public transportation providers. This initiative aims to make commuting safer, more reliable, and more efficient for Belizeans across the country. Over the past few years, Belize's transportation sector has faced challenges related to vehicle maintenance, driver licensing, and operational standards. Complaints from commuters about delays, unsafe vehicles, and inconsistent service prompted the ministry to take decisive action, according to CEO in the Ministry of Transport, Chester Williams.
At the end of the day, we do understand the need for public transportation in this country, and that's the reason why our minister has been pushing arduously to see how best we can get the public transportation going. We're hoping that that will come to fruition very soon, but in the time being, we have to rely on the current operators to be able to service the different communities across this country, and we try to see as best as we can to have them cover the entire country. But we know that at times they fell short of doing so. And when that do happen, we just need to speak to them to see who will be able to apply for a particular run in a particular area. And we try as best as we can not to influence the work of the board, because the board do have a very important responsibility. And in discharging that responsibility, we expect that they will look at every application very tediously to make sure that it meets the criteria for approval. It's not just about giving an approval and then the services that is given to the public is not the best, or given an approval and the bus company not be able to make good on the transport run that they're supposed to provide. So it's making sure that one, they'll be able to provide quality service, and two, that they will be able to fulfill the obligation in terms of making sure they have that run at that particular time.
The ministry's measures are expected to reduce the incidence of breakdowns, accidents, and service interruptions. After more than 6 months since Belize reported the first case of New World screwworm, Agriculture Minister Honorable Jose Mai has confirmed that infestations in Belize remain under control thanks to coordinated efforts by the livestock industry and the Ministry of Agriculture. Minister Mai noted that while cases of screwworm continue to be detected, the industry is doing its part to keep infections to a minimum as compared to other countries in the region.
So far, we are doing a very good job.
ICA have done a tremendous job in trying to control. It is now what, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 months we have screwworms now. And we are still less than 200 cases. Now, Mexico has 7 months that they have screwworm, and there are 2,000 cases and more. So we have done a good job in trying to contain the spread of the screwworms.
Within the region, Minister Mai says there are ongoing efforts to help stabilize the overall infestation, including plans to construct a sterile flying center in Mexico.
The U.S. is going to invest in a plant in Chiapas. I don't think it's the original plant we had in Tuxtla Chiapas, that used to produce 700 million flies. This one, I think, is going to produce 100 million flies, I think, in Chiapas. That will be maybe completed in the next year or so.
Do we expect any benefits from that?
Oh, clearly. You cannot eradicate screwworm from one country. You have to eradicate from a region.
2 exceptional cooperatives were recognized today for their contributions to Belize's agricultural sector during a ceremony marking the International Day of Cooperatives held at the Elegant Grand Resort in Belize City. Taking center stage was the Sayal Farmers Cooperative from San Antonio, Cayo, which proudly walked away with the title of Agricultural Cooperative of the Year. Hot on their heels was the Concepcion Vegetable Farmers Cooperative from Corozal, earning a well-deserved runner-up spot for the same prestigious award. While the cooperatives had already received their monetary awards during the recently held National Agriculture and Trade Show, today's event was all about formal recognition. The highlight of the program was the presentation of official planks of achievement, honoring the hard work, innovation, and unity that define Belize's cooperative spirit. The ceremony not only celebrated success, but also underscored the vital role cooperatives play in driving sustainable agriculture and rural development across the country, according to Registrar of Cooperatives Garrett Murillo.
It connects quite directly, as I was just speaking about the inclusion of women and youth. So that is the area where we are looking at to improve on our inclusion. I would argue that compared to our population, our number of cooperatives and the number of cooperative members are relatively small. Part of the aim of our activity here is to improve on that publicity so that we are able to attract more inclusion from other sectors of the population. If I may say this, the majority of our cooperative members are what you would call grassroots persons. The cooperative model allows people to, who may not necessarily be able to do so on their own, to become a part of a business, to be a part owner, to be a collective owner. And in that way, they are able to share their resources, they are able to share their capacities, and to try and build a business together. That is a part of what we look at when we also discuss sustainability, the matter of having perspectives from different people. That ensures that there is sustainability. I think in my remarks I mentioned the fact that during and post the COVID pandemic, we were happy to see that we did not lose not a single cooperative. All our cooperatives managed to survive.
But because everyone was switching to agriculture.
and not only because of that, but I guess because of the collectivism. Okay. We have been speaking to some of our newer aspirants, and they have said that to us, that look, during the times of COVID and with the lockdown, they were forced sort of to be together. And that kind of enhanced their spirit of cooperation and working together. And coming out of that, they found themselves to be in a better frame of mind to form a cooperative and to know where they are approaching us with regards to becoming registered.
The Ministry of Rural Transformation, Community Development, Labor, and Local Government informed that a brand new reverse osmosis RO plant has arrived in Sartaneja village, marking a significant step towards improving the community's water supply system. The new facility is designed to ensure that the village's current water demands are met while also accommodating future growth. As Sartaneja continues to expand, the installation of the RO plant comes at a crucial time, providing a more reliable and sustainable water solution for residents. Belize Water Services BWS will oversee the installation and testing of the plant, as well as the training of local operators to ensure proper management and maintenance of the system. The project is jointly funded by the Protected Areas Conservation Trust, PACT, and the government of Belize. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise MAFSC received the state-of-the-art equipment valued at over $60,000 donated by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, in collaboration with the Korea International Cooperation Agency, OICA. This donation is part of the FAO's Technical Cooperation Program aimed at promoting digital agriculture to enhance Belize's agricultural and statistical data capabilities. The equipment, which includes drones, copy devices, and tablets, will significantly bolster the ministry's capacity for data collection, analysis, and dissemination. These tools are crucial for advancing agricultural practices and supporting informed decision-making across Belize. Dr. Anna Tusa, FAO representative for Jamaica, the Bahamas, and Belize, presented the equipment on behalf of the FAO. She highlighted the importance of technological advancements in agriculture and expressed the FAO's commitment to supporting Belize in its agricultural development efforts. Honorable Jose Abelardo May, Minister of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, received the equipment on behalf of the ministry. In his remarks, Minister May emphasized the transformative impact of digital technologies on agriculture, underscoring the equipment's role in improving efficiency and sustainability in the sector. The initiative marks a significant milestone in the collaboration between the FAO and MAFSC towards advancing digital agriculture in Belize. It reflects the FAO's ongoing commitment to fostering innovation and enhancing agricultural productivity in the region. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, MAFSC, in partnership with the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, is set to begin an intensive wheat varietal research program in Belize. The initiative will test 100 open-pollinated wheat varieties sourced from the International Maize and Wheat Improvement Center, CIMMYT, in Mexico, selected for their tolerance to either semi-arid or high-temperature conditions. CIMMYT, a leader in global wheat research, is supporting the trial designed as part of its broader effort to enhance food security worldwide. The high-temperature wheat HTW yield trials are slated to begin during Belize's 2 annual planting seasons in July and December of this year. Meanwhile, the semi-arid wheat SAW trials are planned for 2026. Experimental plots will be established in the Cayo and Orange Walk districts. Researchers expect to analyze preliminary results from the HTW trials by the end of 2025, offering the first insights into the crop's performance under Belize's challenging climate conditions. To prepare for the trials, MAFSC and CARDI officially recently met to finalize the research, design, and logistical planning. The meeting brought together key stakeholders, including Dr. Victoriano Pascual, Chief Agricultural Officer, and CARDI Country Representative Omaira Avila Rostant. The ministry expressed gratitude to CIMMYT and the Government of Mexico for their technical support and for providing the trial varieties, marking a milestone for Belize's agricultural research capacity. Belize's entry into wheat research reflects a broader strategy to diversify and strengthen its grain production sector. While the country already produces corn, sorghum, soybeans, and beans, it currently imports 45 to 50 million pounds of wheat and 7 to 8 million pounds of wheat flour annually, amounting to nearly 30 million Belize dollars. With wheat being a globally important staple, this research initiative is seen as a strategic move to enhance food self-sufficiency, reduce the import bill, and offer farmers new opportunities in the grain market. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, July 7th here on Ctv3 News and Face FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3 Belize News or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.